I'm going to help you heal your lower back today. I don't claim to be a chiropractor or even a doctor, but I can tell you this, from working through multiple back injuries personally and with hundreds of clients on the internet, I can tell you this, I confidently can say, I know how to help most people alleviate their back pain. And I'm gonna go through an extensive video here, guys, on how to do that step by step. But number one is gonna be diagnosing what the issue or problem is. So if you have a broken back or herniated disc, you need to go see a professional. I am not qualified to help you with that, not one singular bit. But if you just have a stiff, tight, aching lower back, these next tenets and bullet points are going to be something that you can put in place, get to playing with, optimizing and utilizing to where your lower back will not hurt you nearly as much, or if at all, in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So step one, all day long, is going to be stretching and mobility work. And if you want to know exactly the protocol I love, I'll get Chaz to tag it here. This is version 2.0. This is a mixture of TVA, stretching for our hips, our lower back, our hip flexors, mobilizing the spine and getting us moving. Now, a key tenet here is going to be, we must do this daily. This isn't something that we can just do when we're hurting. You need to do this every single day. This needs to be like brushing your teeth. I start every single day with this mobility routine. And I believe in it because it's going to get blood flow going. It's going to get my spine moving and being healthy. So again, work at this. It might take you 5 to 10 minutes, at the most 10 minutes. Especially, the first few times you do it, you're going to be a little bit slower because you're watching my video and trying to replicate it. Once you get into a good rhythm, you understand the exercises and the rotation. Literally 5 minutes is all that it takes. And you'll get out of the floor and you're like, man, everything feels great. I'm like, heck yeah, it does. So next thing up we're going to go into, and I'm going to put all three of these together, and it's going to be foam rolling, massage, and chiropractic work. Now, I realize that not everyone can go to the chiropractor or afford a massage or even have the time for a massage weekly like I do. And if that's the case, by all means, get you a foam roller. They're cheap. They're under 50 bucks. And I need you to really thoroughly roll out your entire body. If you do this right and long enough, this will help cavitate your spine, meaning you'll feel it adjust. It will keep all the tissue around the spine healthy, and then it will force you, again, to do more mobility. Get in the floor, work on this thing. I'm telling you, it pays off. Now, if you can get to a chiropractor every week, incredible. That's going to ensure that your spine, neck, shoulders, knees, hips, ankles, all of that are in the proper alignment so that when we do go to do our stretching and training, you're not going to re-injure yourself. Next up is massage. Now, you'll say, Chris, like you just said, a foam roller. Yeah, I foam roll daily. And today I just got a 60-minute massage just on my back. Why? Because there are adhesions, there's tight muscles, my traps get super tight, my erectors get bound up, my lat goes up into my armpit, and Adrian from Hard Hands hammers that. So what we want to think about here with the massage therapist is they're going to do things that 9 times out of 10 you aren't willing to do on a foam roller, meaning get super deep, stay on an injured area long, and really work through the pain zone. So, and that's if you have a good massage therapist. Like, it should be agony. I was pouring sweat on his table to tell you, and I need to have 10 to 15 grams of essential aminos afterwards and immediately come home and eat a meal, or I am wiped for the rest of the day. So those three, foam roll, massage, chiropractic work, extremely important. If you're in a state of chronic pain right now, I'm telling you, all three of those every week is the way to go. Next up is going to be training 3 muscles really thoroughly: your erectors, your abs, and your TVA. And the reason I say that is that acts as the corset or the protector of our spine. So the muscle that runs around our body that holds our spine into place. So if you're looking at erectors and you have an injured low back, here are the 2 exercises I love the most. I love reverse hypers and I love hyper extensions. Incredible exercises, strengthens our erectors. And then honestly, with the reverse hyper, it's going to decompress our spine. So you're getting a little added benefit of the decompression there. Now, with abs, I need something for lower abs, ideally hanging leg raises, because not only the hanging leg raise is going to do further decompress your spine, but we're working our lower abs. And I need to do something for upper abs, ideally something weighted. So it could be a rope crunch, could be a machine crunch, could be a decline setup. All I want to think about here is strengthening those abs. And then for TVA, I'll get Chaz to tag the video here for how to do vacuum holds. And that's going to act as the corset to our midsection, sucking everything in. Anytime I'm in serious chronic lower back pain, I'll lay down on our floor and I'll do 10 reps of TVA every 5 to 10 minutes until the back pain subsides. A lot of times I'll even lay on the floor with ice on my back and do my TVA work. And what I typically find is if I do 30 total reps of vacuums, and then ice my back, not only does my back pain go away, but I feel better. And then next thing you know, my digestion is flowing. It's a fun little system there. So strengthen and prioritize abs, TVA, and erectors, and that's gonna help protect your spine. Next up is gonna be a pull-up bar dead hang. So I talked about that with the hanging leg raises. If your chiropractor doesn't have a spinal decompression unit, we don't need it. We can get a dip belt, hook 2 45-pound plates to our waist, and hang from a pull-up bar. Same premise. It's going to decompress our spine. Now, let's say you're in a spot of pain. I probably wouldn't start with 245 strapped to your waist. I would just start with body weight. And I would just dead hang for 60 seconds and just let that spine just sink. Each breath, try to go deeper and deeper and deeper. It works beyond well. And I'll get you guys to tag a video of me doing it here. It just works, guys. I'm telling you. The dead hang is incredible. And then last thing here, I talked about icing my lower back. Ice bath and ice are the two things that I rely on probably the most. So if I come home from a hard session of legs, or let's say I picked up dumbbells weird on a chest day, or let's say I just crushed my erectors and my low back just is like throbbing. When I sit down to get back to work for my client updates, I'll put an ice pack on my back for 20 minutes, and then I'll immediately go start moving after those 20 minutes are up. So I'll set a timer, ice my back, and then start moving. Usually I'll typically do the mobility circuit that I talked about with point number 1, and then my lower back feels great. Regular ice baths for 4 minutes also work extremely well if you aren't willing to sit there with an ice pack on your back. And then also you get the added benefits of everything below the chin being in the ice. So it's not quite as pinpoint as say an ice pack would be for your lower back, but it's still going to get out inflammation and get you really feeling better quickly. The common misconception is heat. So they think sauna, most people think hot tub, heating pad. All that ever does is make my lower back feel worse. In the moment it feels good, but the moment I get off that heat, that back does this and it tightens up because all that blood is in there like a pump. I actually want the blood out of there. I want to get the inflammation out around my spine as fast as humanly possible. So if you look at all those points and tenets there, guys, we have stretching and mobility. We have chiropractic work, massage work, foam rolling. We have strengthening our abs and TVA. We have mobility work. And then finally, we have ice. All of those things are going to be extremely beneficial for helping your lower back feel better. And then finally, a little bonus tip or point here is going to be exercise selection and sequencing. So what I want to think about, that's one of the huge tenets in my new Scorpion program is I do everything in my power to keep your joints as healthy as humanly possible. So when you're looking at how I set up a back day or a leg day or a chest and shoulder day, the number one priority is keeping your joints healthy. So I don't start you out of the gate with an exercise that's going to be, say, spinal compromising, like a bent barbell row, a barbell back squat, a hack squat even. That's going to be placed towards the end of your training session or in there not at all. So again, be smart with your exercise selection. If your lower back is injured, I really highly recommend doing a lot of chest supported stuff. Get moving, get active, get blood flow to that area, and you'll start feeling better today. So if you like this video, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, Chris on TV.